Here we have Blessing Awodibu and Bryan Balzano celebrating their big wins at the 2022 Indy Pro. Of course, Blessing won the open class, and the 212 for Bryan got himself a nice little vase, whatever it is. It's pretty nice, and Blessing won a man? He won a man in a suit? Wonder if he has to feed him. But anyway. I have been often making videos and talking about an overall title, an overall matchup at the end of the night, not only at the Olympia event, but at these shows, the New York Pros, the Indy Pros, the Chicago Pros, things of that nature. I believe they should do an overall title match at the end of the night between the open class and the 212. I've done some prototype matches, and honestly, guys and girls, the men's classic physique division just does not match up between these two divisions. But the 212 and the open class, dare I say, do match up very well. And I think that I'm going to make this a thing. After every one of these events, with both the 212 and the open class, I will be doing an overall matchup, maybe encourage the IFBB to do the same thing. Now, Blessing, of course, he is going to be much bigger. He's going to dominate as far as the skyline is concerned. The guy's huge. Big arms as well. But if you're going by condition, I believe this Bryan Balzano, he has a chance to win this one. Oh my soul, look at that waistline of Blessing. That is just stuff of legend. That's like Brian Buchanan-like. Incredible. But, I mean, like I said, condition, hard to size these guys. Bryan, he's pretty short. He's a lot shorter. But you'll notice he's not bending at the knees. He stands a whole lot taller. There he maximizes his height, things of that nature. But yeah, Blessing, I think he's just going to be too much in the front double. But let's have a look at the back developments. Now, I am sure you guys at home are thinking, Mark's Max Muscle's gonna give this one to Blessing Awodibu, or he's gonna give it to Bryan Balzano and not Blessing Awodibu. Did he not deserve his Indy Pro title? Well, he won the open class title. Does he deserve the overall title? He was winning the front double in my opinion, but this is just too much condition. Now, in my opinion, Charles Griffin was slightly more conditioned than Blessing, and the judges still give it to Blessing. Was it that much? Bring a picture of him up here. Now, this is a sliding scale of condition, if I've ever seen one. I would say that Griffin is in better condition than Blessing. Hamstrings, he might even be the best. But overall condition, the hard graininess, Bryan Balzano all the way. And then you go back to this comparison, and it's even more of a drastic difference here. Oh my, what do I do? Of course, there is the rest of the poses. I mean, you can't go by just two shots. But conditioning definitely counts. In particular, those back shots. But, I mean, turn around, and that little tiny wee Brian Buchanan waistline. Wow. Blessing, one of my favorite bodybuilders. Oh my goodness. Rapidly becoming one of my current favorite for sure. Love that little tiny wee waistline. You couldn't even get Palumboism or a bubble gut with a waistline like that. But having said that, Bryan, he is awesome as far as his wheels are concerned. And there is certain aspects about the guy, like the thin skin condition. We've seen from that back shot. There's no doubt about it. Wow. But I would give Blessing both the two front shots. Side shot is maybe Blessing's. When you look close, he has a lot of detail. He looks good. You pan back, and it looks like maybe Bryan. More compact. Just a good shot all around. Nice quads on Blessing. Maybe winning in that aspect. Close, guys, close. Go to the next side shot here. Like the torso heap of one Blessing Awodibu. Whatever. I apologize. Don't want to disrespect this guy. I think he's cool. Anyway, I think his torso heap, most certainly abs, big bands, manly chest. Looks good. But look at the tricep. Bryan Balzano, he means business. Business. He definitely means impact. Couldn't think of another word. But anyway, let's have a look at the next back shot, because we've seen the rear double. We know what type of trouble Blessing is in as far as conditioning is concerned. But this one here, I mean, as far as the width is concerned, Blessing smokes a lot of these guys. Look at the lat insertions. So impressed with the improvements. But you cannot overlook the softness compared to the wrought iron. It's a wrought iron arse, let's face it. It's just incredible. You could grade cheese on that buttocks of Brian Buchanan. This is cool. They should definitely, here's the abs and thigh, they should definitely do an overall title matchup at these events. And then work your way into the Olympia. Do one at the Olympia. It would be awesome. The only thing, who would get the ticket to the Olympia? Would you only award the 212 guy and only award the open guy to go to the Olympia? Might as well. By then you'd have a stacked 212 lineup. And these guys have already defeated open class competitors. It'd be awesome. Blessing, he's just winning. He's just winning these front shots. There's just no doubt about it. So for, I don't know, traditionalists or, I don't know, just fans of physiques, I'm sure you would be giving this one to Blessing Awodibu. And you would not even have Brian in the runnings. And if you don't like this one of Blessing and of Brian, who do they have then this one? You hit this one then. And I gotta be honest, Brian, maybe his best bet to hit this shot here, but Blessing looks pretty diced too. He doesn't have the Brian Buchanan waistline when he turns to the side like this. I think he's going half most muscular. Looks impressive anyway, and what a quad on this dude. Blessing, impressive. And this is the last shot and the last say on this. Now, I do not want to get any enemies from you guys because I love Blessing Awodibu just as much as you guys do. I think he's awesome, and I have high hopes for him to win the Olympia someday. You never know. With a structure like that, unbelievable. But I cannot just go back on my usual calling of a guy that much more conditioned, giving him a loss. Would I personally give Brian this one? I think maybe. I think he is winning on conditioning enough from the back shots. But Blessing Awodibu, I really think the criteria might be changing. They might be calming down on it a little bit. I don't know. And I do believe that if they did do an overall at this event, they would have given it to Blessing Awodibu. Much like they give it to Arnold Schwarzenegger in 1975 against Franco Colombo for the overall title. See, that's what I want. I want that old-fashioned Franco Colombo versus Arnold Schwarzenegger pumping iron feel. Remember? The pumping up. Do it now. Come on. Do it. But anyway, guys. Blessing Awodibu. He's your champion. And I do believe the judges would have awarded him the overall title as well. But if I was on the panel, they might have they would have argued with me, and I would have maybe given, but I don't know. That conditioning of Brian, I wouldn't argue if he won the overall title at the Indy Pro. Have a great day, guys.